Are you looking for a dish that is delicious, healthy, and easy to make? Then stuffed potatoes with crispy vegetables made in an air fryer is the perfect choice for you today. Welcome to my kitchen. In this video, I will guide you on how to make crispy potatoes on the outside, soft and sweet on the inside, filled with refreshing vegetable stuffing. Nutritious and visually appealing, this dish is sure to please everyone, especially those who love vegetarian food or are looking for a light detox after heavy meals. Let's get started. I guarantee you will be surprised by the final flavor. Start with potatoes. Cut them in half lengthwise to create 2 equal halves. Next, use a small spoon to carefully scoop out the core from the center of each potato half. The core can be saved for another dish. The remaining potatoes should be about 1 cm thick. This thickness will help the potatoes hold their shape when baking and will also help the flesh cook faster, making it softer and tastier without being undercooked or hard in the middle. Next, place the potatoes on a tray. Get a small bowl and pour in a little olive oil. Add 1 teaspoon paprika and 1 teaspoon salt. Using a silicone brush, stir the mixture until the spices are dissolved and mixed with the oil. If you don't like spicy food, you can substitute the paprika for sweet paprika. They will still add a strong flavor to the dish without being too spicy. Then, brush each cored potato half. With the oil mixture, make sure to brush both the inside and outside of the potato so that it is evenly coated. The oil will help the baked potato to be a nice golden color, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Place the potatoes in the air fryer, core side up to keep their shape. Bake at 360 degrees F, 180 degrees C for about 20 to 25 minutes. Note that the air fryer is preheated so that the potatoes start cooking as soon as they are added, resulting in a crispy outer layer and a soft golden brown interior. While waiting for the potatoes to cook, prepare an onion and cut it into small cubes like this. Cutting the onion into small pieces helps it cook more easily when cooking, and at the same time blends with other ingredients, creating a harmonious, delicious flavor. If your eyes sting when cutting onions, there is a little trick that can help reduce this unpleasant feeling. Put the onion in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes before cutting. This helps slow down the reaction of releasing gases that irritate the eyes. Do you have any tips for cutting onions without stinging your eyes? Please share so everyone can try. Next, peel the carrots, then cut them into small cubes like onions. First, cut the carrots into pieces about 56 mm long. Next, cut each piece into thin, even slices. Then stack these slices on top of each other and cut them into thin strips. Finally, turn them sideways and cut them into squares. What about you? Do you have any tips for cutting carrots into cubes faster? Share your tips in the comments below. Next, smash 2 cloves of garlic and mince them. Smashing before mincing makes the garlic easier to peel and stimulates the garlic to release its characteristic aromatic essential oil, enhancing the aroma of the dish when stir-frying. After smashing, mince the garlic very finely so that when fried, it will quickly turn golden brown, become fragrant, and blend well with the other ingredients. Prepare a few fresh mushrooms, Lightly cut off the stem because this part is often hard and tough. Then, slice the mushrooms into thin slices. Continue to turn the mushrooms horizontally and then cut the mushrooms lengthwise into small bite-sized pieces. This cutting method helps the mushrooms cook faster, absorb the spices easily, and blend with the other ingredients in the dish. Next, take half a bell pepper, cut off the stem and remove the seeds inside. Then, cut the pepper into long 1 cm wide slices. Arrange the slices together, then turn them sideways and cut them into small, even squares. Finally, prepare a tomato, just half will do. Place the half on a cutting board, cut side down. Use a knife to cut 3 horizontal slices, but do not cut the bottom. Next, make several parallel cuts along the length of the tomato. Then, turn the tomato and make several more cuts perpendicular to the cuts. When finished, cut into small, even cubes, quickly and neatly, without crushing the tomato. Now that the ingredients are cut up, remember to separate them into small plates or bowls like this, so they are easy to grab and don't get messy when cooking. Now let's start stir-frying the filling. Get the pan and ingredients ready. This will make the kitchen smell great. First, add a little oil to the pan, heat it up, then add the minced garlic. Fry the garlic over medium heat, stirring constantly until the garlic becomes fragrant and turns light yellow. At this point, the garlic will be very fragrant, creating an attractive background for the rest of the filling. Remember to watch the heat and stir constantly so the garlic doesn't burn. Next, add the diced onions to the pan. Continue to stir fry with the garlic. Stir fry over medium heat until the onions become translucent and soft and give off a characteristic sweet aroma. Then it's done. Don't stir fry for too long or the onions will burn and lose their natural sweetness. Add the diced carrots. Stir well to coat the carrots with oil and blend with the aroma of garlic and onions. Stir fry over medium heat for about 23 minutes until the carrots are slightly soft and have a bright orange color. This step helps maintain the natural speed of the filling and the eye-catching color of the parts. Once the carrots are slightly soft, add the mushrooms and continue to stir fry. The mushrooms will start to release water, so you will need to stir fry over medium to high heat to reduce moisture, firm up the mushrooms, and absorb the flavors of the remaining ingredients. Stir fry for about 2 to 3 minutes until the mushrooms are soft and fragrant. At this point, the mushroom filling will start to smell delicious. Once the mushrooms are firm, add the red bell peppers to the pan. Stir well to combine the bell peppers and the stir-fried filling. Since the bell peppers cook quite quickly, you only need to stir fry for about 1 to 2 more minutes until the bell peppers are just cooked, still slightly crispy and have an attractive bright red color. At this point, the filling will be evenly golden brown and fragrant. Finally, add the tomatoes to the pan and saute until the tomatoes are well combined with the previously sauteed ingredients. When the tomatoes start to soften, add a little salt and ground pepper seasoned lightly to retain the natural flavor of the vegetables. Saute until the spices are absorbed into the filling. Finally, sprinkle some chopped parsley. Saute again until fragrant and cooked. The filling is cooked evenly, full of color and flavor, ready to be stuffed into potatoes. Now, remove the baked potatoes from the air fryer. Using a small spoon, scoop out the stir-fried vegetable filling and gently place it on each potato. pressing down so that the filling fits snugly against the core. Continue until all the potatoes are covered in filling. It looks delicious and inviting. Now, take the dill and cut it into small pieces. No need to chop it too finely. Keeping some length will help the dish look fresher and more appealing, and also retain the characteristic aroma of the dill when sprinkled on the potatoes. The final highlight, prepare about 100 grams of mozzarella cheese. Using a grater, gently grate the cheese into small strands so that when sprinkled, the cheese will melt easily and cover the surface of the potatoes. Shredded mozzarella cheese not only makes the dish more delicious and fatty, but also creates an attractive layer of fibers after baking. After grating, sprinkle the cheese evenly over each piece of stuffed potato. Make sure the cheese covers the entire surface, hugging the vegetables like a thick blanket. When baked again, the cheese will melt, lightly golden and beautifully puffed up, a highlight that makes anyone who sees it want to try it right away. Once you've completed the steps, simply place the potatoes in the air fryer baking tray. Set the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius and bake for 7 minutes until cheese melts, evenly coated and slightly golden brown. The aroma will make you want to dig in right away. After 7 minutes, open the pot and gently take out the potatoes. At this point, the rich aroma of cheese mixed with the aroma of stir-fried vegetables spread throughout the kitchen. The cheese has melted, covering the filling perfectly. Slightly golden at the edges, just looking at it is enough to make your stomach growl. The result when cut open is a light, crispy crust. Inside is rich, creamy cheese, fragrant vegetable filling blended with soft potatoes. Just looking at it makes you want to eat it right away. Isn't it amazing? With just a few familiar ingredients and an air fryer, you have a delicious, chewy, cheese-stuffed potato dish that melts your taste buds after just one bite. If you find this dish delicious and easy to make, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so that I have more motivation to share more delicious recipes. What do you want me to try next? Comment below. I'm always ready to challenge you. See you in the next video.